another garden tour, and I've invited some of my Android users who've just gotten the app to try it out with me. I'm on an iPhone, but I have a few new users that are using an Android. It's their first day using it, and so I'm back doing a garden tour. I think it's the type of thing that appeals to everybody. Everybody loves beautiful flowers. So I'm waiting to see if some of my Android users are able to get on. I welcome everybody else. Let me know if you're on an Android or an iPhone. I think it's great now that we've gotten the other half of the world on Periscope, not just the iPhone users. So I'm doing a garden tour. I'm in New England. Yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. These are people that do this right from scratch. They do all this work. It's just two people that do it, and the gardens go on for acres. But I'm just going to try to hit parts of it here. I don't want to try to hit too much because it's just so spread out. Yeah, the garden looks fantastic. These people are amazing. They've invited me to come in anytime and do a tour of their garden. And yeah, I wish I had some of this green thumb. One problem I have is not so much not having green thumb, but I live in a very shaded area. Oh, Carrie, that's you. Hi, how are you doing? Good to see you. I think you're on an iPhone. You've been doing this for a while. I enjoyed seeing your daughter. She was adorable. Yeah, okay, I am going to try to hit another area, so stay with me. I'm going to go around very slowly. You might get some of the backyard as I go. This is a very wooded area in New England. There's an old barn back there. This house goes back to about 1680. It was an old tavern at one time where people came to stay. So I'm going to try to hit on the wisteria. We have not had enough rain. I know you would expect us to have some rain, and it's too bad. I know Texas is getting really hit with it. But this is the wisteria. It's looking a little wilted, but it still looks very colorful. Yeah. Oh, okay, you're on an iPhone. Yep. Oh, that's great. I'm glad your daughter liked it. Yep. Okay, I got an Android user. Great. How's it working on the Android? How long have you had it, the Periscope? Have you had it, did you just get it today, or did you have it yesterday? I did play around with it myself on the Android. It looks a little different than on the iPhone. Yeah, I know. It's really great that the Android users now finally have this. It was hard to kind of promote it when we knew half of our friends or more had Androids of a type. So there's a gigantic vegetable garden here behind me. But I want to focus really on the colors. And I'm going to just go very slowly in through here and come to another part of the garden. This goes on really for acres, so I am just trying to get parts of it. And keep in mind, it's only two people that have done all this work. They're actually Saturday gardeners, believe it or not. They do all this on Saturday. They have full-time jobs, but if you ask me, this is a full-time job. Yeah, there are gigantic vegetables in here. If you want, I can show them to you. Just let me know if you want to see the vegetable part. They're growing, this time of the year, asparagus, lettuce, arugula are really plentiful. I just got some from a neighbor. There's more than enough here. There's sculptures throughout the garden as well. I'm going to just try to touch on a little bit more. I'm actually waiting for one of my Android users to come on to see how he's doing with it. He hasn't come on yet, so I don't know what that means. I will have to check later. Okay, well, that's a little bit of the garden tour. Things will be more in bloom here in about 3 weeks. So I'll continue to do garden tours because I know people really do like them. They told me I'd come in anytime. They're both at work right now, so they're not at home at the moment. But they've invited me in. I really feel like I should help them with some of their gardening. You know, they're so generous about having me come through their garden. There's tons of gardens around here. They're all just beautiful, and after our really rough winter, it's so great to see all these colors. Do I have anybody in here that is dealt with a lot of snow this year? I know we did up in New England. Boston got hit really. I'm not in Boston, though. I am in Connecticut, northwest corner of Connecticut. Okay, well, the one Android user I was waiting for has not popped in yet. But oh, hi, Ron. How you doing? I really enjoy all of your scopes. This is very different than what you do in New York. I'm in very rural Connecticut, a lot different than Manhattan. Totally different. Very woodsy, gardeny. I've seen your Empire State Building ones. I've seen the ones you do of the New Yorker at night with all the colors. I really enjoy them. But there's a whole different, and actually there's nobody around. It's desolate where I am right now. I don't think there's anybody on the street anywhere. This is walking Viking territory. We don't need public transportation. A biker just went by as I said that. I'm going to just kind of maybe move over and show you where the vegetables are starting to come in. You can see the vegetable garden there. There's a lot of wood back there. A lot of people here use wood stoves in the winter. Oil is awfully expensive, especially when you get the cold winters we get here. And there's some more sculptures in through there. Okay, well, the one Android user I've been waiting for has not come on. But in the meantime, I've enjoyed getting out here into this great garden. It's absolutely beautiful. Thanks to everybody who joined.